Don't go to the light. Reba's getting fired.
The Voice, Monday and Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
'Twas the night before Christmas. And here on our show, you'll be thinking you're a mean one, Janie Lynch. But one of you still has to go.
It's a Weakest Link holiday.
You're about to have a very silent night. Whew.
Monday on...
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your family will be comfortable year-round with exclusive energy-smart technology. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com. Because life is too precious to be put on hold.
Welcome into News 40 at 10. I'm Chris Allen with a quick preview of your weather. After the low clouds of today and the early morning drizzle, things have begun to clear out nicely from west to east. We're seeing some of the clouds now moving more east out of the area as high pressure and drier air begins to fill in over the area. After a high of 52, our low was 43 early this morning. And as we look at the temperatures for tonight, and your forecast is calling for skies to become partly cloudy, and it will be colder with a low of 35. I've got the rest of your holiday weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for News 40 at 10. I'm Noah Fairber, in for Morgan Hoover. Our top story tonight, we are just one day away from the Thanksgiving holiday, and this time of year, a lot of illnesses can spread. Being around our loved ones does not make it easier. Now, there are tons of things that you can do before, during, and after the holidays to make sure you are keeping yourself and all of your loved ones healthy.
We're really treating what we think is going to be the biggest strains each year. You know, we encourage you to get your shot every single year because we want you to be as protected as you can be, but we never really know exactly which strains are going to be the ones that are hitting the hardest, which is why it's so important.
There are several ways that you can avoid illnesses throughout the holiday season. For more tips, visit our website. That's WNKY.com. Getting your children to eat healthy can be a chore, but throw in Thanksgiving with new foods and distractions at the table, and you may be in for a real challenge. In today's Health Minute, a few tips for surviving the holidays with picky eaters. It's that time of year again, and the Thanksgiving meal that's yummy to you may mean new different-looking foods on your picky eater's plate.
It is a new routine, there's new people, there's new environments. So what we expect on a normal day and normal eating is typically not going to happen.
Licensed dietitian Catherine Sherry with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Strong for Life, says the first tip to surviving the holidays is by being okay with things being different. Next, have some familiar food. If you're not hosting, bring it with you.
It's always going to help if your child has some sort of normalcy happening during a hectic day.
If you're heading to another home for Thanksgiving, Sherry recommends letting your child eat beforehand.
Let them eat in their own comfortable spot, and then when you go somewhere, it's okay if they don't eat.
Finally, Sherry says there's a time and place to introduce new foods, but Thanksgiving may not be it. She says holidays can be overstimulating for children, so don't force them to eat something new.
It is always up to your child, whether it's a holiday or not, for them to decide if they're going to eat, what they're going to eat, and how much they're going to eat.
For hosting Carrie.
The dietitian says trying new foods can be scary for some children, and that's why it's important to allow them to eat something for the first time in a place that's familiar. Well, for the many of us who enjoy Thanksgiving, there are strong opinions when it comes to our favorite dishes. News 40's Carlisle Coppins went to find out what some members of the community love most.
Thanksgiving is tomorrow. To bring in the holidays, we went out to learn some of your favorite holiday dishes. And there's one staple dish that is always on so many tables this time of year.
You can't do without a turkey. Prefer mine deep fried. Can't go wrong with deep fried turkey. Maybe inject a little Tabasco sauce in there, give it a little kick, and stuffing. Put some gravy on top, call it a day.
From candied yams to mac and cheese, there are so many traditions that are passed around the table. But one person from out of town shares some of her family favorites.
I probably would say corn casserole
My family calls it spoon bread, but it's like corn casserole. So it has like the Jiffy cornbread mix with like cream corn and like sour cream and stuff. That's really good. And then probably like green bean casserole.
While the main course is extremely important, what would Thanksgiving be without desserts?
Favorite Thanksgiving dessert is definitely pecan pie. There's just something about it, the nuts on top with the crunchy and then the filling in the middle. It's perfect.
There are several different pies, but a lot of people believe that when it comes to pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie, they are very similar.
Honestly, they taste the same to me. They really do. I think that maybe the pumpkin is more cinnamony. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I'll probably say pumpkin pie with whipped cream on top.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Carlisle Coppins, WNKY News 40.
Now, as you work to prepare those favorite dishes, you may see a familiar face on your TV during the famous Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, as a former local band director is set to march in this year's parade. Ed Johnson, who you see on your screen, was the band director at Hart County High School for 30 years. He retired from the school and has been the assistant band director at Campbellsville University for 5 years. Johnson was selected to be part of the band directors marching band, consisting of nearly 400 band directors from around the country and one from Mexico. Even though he has marched in the Tournament of Roses parade before, Johnson says this is his lifelong dream.
It is totally unreal here. I've never been to New York. So just the excitement and the energy that's here, and then to meet 399 other people from across the United States and Mexico. It's just so exciting to see people and just sharing their memories, and most of all talking about music education and what's going on across the United States in music education, and it's different everywhere.
The band director's marching band will be the first to perform in the parade at around 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. And of course, you can catch all the fun of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade tomorrow morning starting at 8:30 right here on NBC 40. Well, this Saturday, you can work off those Thanksgiving pounds, spend some time with family, and raise money for a good cause. The Turkey Trot 5K Marathon and 3K Walk is hitting the streets of Bowling Green this weekend. The event is beloved by the local running community. This annual family event includes that 3K Walk and 5K run with Thanksgiving-themed door prizes and awards. This is the sole fundraiser for the Bowling Green Running Club's high school athletics program.
Come on and do it. It's not too hard. Just get up, show up, bring your family. It's for a wonderful cause that stays in our community. Come on and join us.
The race and walk helps BG Runners Club purchase sports equipment for children in Warren County to use throughout the year. Running slots are almost full, but you can get walking slots in person on Thanksgiving Day. For more information, visit bgrunningclub.com. The Kentucky State Police are asking the community for a little help this holiday season. Their statewide Cram the Cruiser event is going on for the next few weeks to help get food to those in need around Thanksgiving and Christmas. KSP has been doing this for a number of years, and once again, they're asking South Central Kentucky to support this initiative to fill food pantries and feed veterans. During this time of Thanksgiving, the troopers just want everyone to have a happy holiday.
You know, it's really important that families get together and they have what they need. So this is going to go to people that are in need this time of year. And I think that it's a great opportunity for us to get out in the public and in the community and really talk to people and kind of show them that we're here for the public and we're trying to help.
The cruiser was out at Sam's Club in Bowling Green earlier today, but the local KSP post will continue to take food donations until the middle of December. You can drop those off at the post on 3119 Nashville Road. First responders are also collecting toys this holiday season as Toys for Tots is holding their annual Hand It to a Hero toy drive event on Saturday at the Campbell Lane Walmart. The event is vital for the Toys for Tots organization as it is how they get many of their toys each year. The event features multiple first responders. Marine Corps recruiters will also be there to collect toys to give to children in the Bowling Green and Warren County communities.
Our boxes are out now within the community. We have over 200 box locations. Those can be found at toysfortots.org. And we are low this year on our babies and on our 10 to 12-year-olds. So any donation would be greatly appreciated.
The annual toy drive delivered toys to over 23,000 children in 2022, and they hope to serve more kids this year. The Tuesday after Thanksgiving is known nationally as Giving Tuesday, where all over the states there's a big push for philanthropy. The National Corvette Museum is participating with their own Fund a Field Trip initiative. They've been doing it for some years now, but recently they've decided to try and surprise an entire school with a free field trip to the museum once every academic semester. NCM says many of the school groups that come through to visit are hours away or out of state, so they're trying to get more local kids to experience the museum.
Part of that is because a lot of local schools simply don't have the resources. They're not schools that can ask parents to pay for their students' field trips. They're not schools that have an overabundance or, the transportation funds or sometimes even the bus drivers.
If you're wanting to donate, you can do so now on the Corvette Museum's website. You can also call the museum or mail in a check. The hope for this program is to eventually reach the whole Commonwealth and offer a free tour to a school every year. That was a look at your top stories. Let's send things on over to Weather Chief Chris Allen for a look at the forecast. Chris, how are things looking out here on Thanksgiving Eve?
Well, rather chilly, and it's going to stay chilly throughout the holiday weekend. Extremely chilly as you head on over to the East Coast. If you're traveling up that way for Thanksgiving or for the weekend, you're going to find temperatures much colder than the rest of the country. It's going to be chilly here for sure, as temperatures will be running below average for this time of the year. In some cases, 10 to almost 20 degrees below average. We'll be in the 50s the next few days, but then as we head into the weekend and the beginning of next week, highs will only be in the 40s, a good 10 degrees below average. The rest of your 7-day forecast in detail coming up in just a few minutes, but right now, Maxwell's across the way with a look at sports.
I'll take care, Chris. We have plenty coming up in sports tonight. See what defending state champion Warren Central basketball team has to say about heading into their new season. All that plus many more, including WKU's football game this upcoming weekend. That's coming up in sports. Noah?
Thank you, Maxwell. The holidays are finally upon us, and Governor Andy Beshear, along with a number of other state leaders, rang in the season with the iconic Salvation Army Red Kettles. Take a look.
A little Christmas music to get you in the holiday spirit, especially in the spirit of giving.
You can't start a kettle kickoff without ringing the bell. So.
The season of bell ringing and red kettles, a trademark of the Salvation Army.
The Salvation Army has served the state of Kentucky since 1886.
The Red Kettle kickoff at the state capitol this morning is the start to a Christmas tradition dating back well over 100 years as well, to 1891.
The kettle tradition allows the public to support this incredible effort through the giving of the Red Kettle.
The Salvation Army assists millions of Americans each year during the holiday season. It provides Kentuckians shelter and meals throughout the year, and during Christmas time helps to make sure children receive gifts who otherwise would not. Frankfort Mayor Lane Wilkerson was among the leaders joining the Salvation Army officers for the Red Kettle campaign kickoff.
And as Frankfort Mayor, I am proud to be a part of a community that understands the value of extending a helping hand to those in need.
And Governor Andy Beshear was there with First Lady Brittany Beshear to share remarks as well.
Each donation gives real help to our neighbors in need at Christmas and throughout the year.
A kickoff to the season of compassion and giving. In Frankfort, Angie Bevan, Evening Edition.
Speaking of giving, this year the Boys and Girls Club of Bowling Green is holding their own Adopt a Child event to ensure that all of their children have a fun Christmas. The club allows people from the community to adopt a child to give Christmas gifts to. You can either donate money for the Christmas or do the shopping yourself. All the kids open their presents together at the club during a big Christmas event.
We do have more kids than ever, and so we have children still to adopt, so it is still wide open, and I would invite anyone to reach out to us. There are multiple ways that we can accommodate you.
Spots are still available. If you'd like more information, you can visit their website at bgcbg.org. Still to come on News 40 at 10, to be aware of shopping scams this holiday season, but some scammers are using some new tricks. We'll tell you what to look out for, but first, Weather Chief Chris Allen will have a full look at your forecast heading into Thanksgiving, coming up next.
Name a food you might make edible underwear out of.
Salmon. Teriyaki.
sharing the fun. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
I'm Ashley Wilson. Here's what's coming up tomorrow on News 40 Sunrise. Find out the real story behind Simpson County's dueling grounds. Plus, we'll find out how you are celebrating Thanksgiving across South Central Kentucky. These stories only on News 40 Sunrise.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby. Cut back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, man. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
Toyotathon is on. Time to make the holidays picture perfect with a new Toyota. We're gonna need a bigger tree.
Get a new 23 Tacoma with 3.99 APR financing, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance. Toyota, let's go places.
For more than a decade, Morgan's Fresh Cut Trees has been supplying your family with trees, wreaths, and everything in between. Come find the perfect tree for your family. Morgan's Fresh Cut Trees, located next to the Lost River Cave gift shop.
The savings are huge during the Black Friday sale now at Ford's Furniture. Save 20% off your entire purchase and take advantage of up to 72 months no-interest financing. But hurry, this sale ends Sunday at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Holiday shopping starts at the Purple Door, specializing in cute and comfortable clothing, shoes, and accessories. Fashion has never been easier. And with sizes from petite to plus, there's no reason to shop anywhere else this season. The Purple Door on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green.
Back now with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, we are less than a couple of hours away from the big day. Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
Yes.
What can we expect heading into the weekend?
Well, it's not going to be bad. Temperature-wise, we're going to be a bit cooler, but the sunshine's going to be back over the course of the weekend. We're not going to see any major changes in our weather as we take a look at the high temperatures for today. And this is according to the Kentucky Mesonet Network. Most everybody in the 40s and 50s for highs today. We barely hit 50 for the Mesonet sites here in Bowling Green. Low to upper 40s, actually mid to upper 40s, I should say, back here to the west, and then mid to upper 40s east. It was like we were sandwiched in between some of the lower clouds, and for a time we had plenty of sunshine open up right here along the I-65 corridor, and so that's why we saw some 50s to lower 50s for high temperatures today, while others were much cooler. Temperatures right now, you've got 41 in Calhoun, but 39 in Madisonville. You've got 33, just 1 degree above freezing in Morgantown. Then you go down to Tompkinsville, 33 there. It's 32 currently in Burkesville as the temperatures will continue to go down into the 30s overnight tonight. Some of you will be right at freezing or just below. Here in Bowling Green at the airport, it's 36 with a calm wind, so we don't have a wind chill. The humidity at 79%. The barometer, or I should say the dew point, has dropped to 30. Even though the barometer is rising, the drier air is coming in. This is probably more likely where we're going to end up or close to it for a low temperature tonight. I was calling for 35, but I think out in the countryside, we may be closer to 32 or 33 because we're already at 36 right now, and that's with a partly cloudy sky. Now, those clouds that were with us for much of the day, especially this morning, have started to scour out as we get some drier air starting to work in from our north and west. And we still may see early in the morning a few clouds along and east of I-65, but a lot of that's going to clear out through the day. During the day, we're going to see a few clouds, then a lot of sunshine, and I think more sunshine than what we saw today. And this weak boundary to the north, you see that as a cold front. Don't worry about it. It's going to fall apart. It's going to be kind of eroded, if you will, by a big ridge of high pressure that's going to build in behind that as we get into tomorrow night and into Friday. Now, down south of us, there's a little bit of moisture that's trying to work its way northward. I think we will see a few clouds mixing with the sunshine on Friday. If you're going out shopping, it still should be a great day. Winds will be from the north, so it's still going to be on the cool side. We're only going to see maybe temperatures getting into the 50s and no warmer than that over the coming days, as you'll soon see. Partly cloudy tonight. It's going to be a cold one, I think about 35, but as I mentioned, some of you could get not only close to freezing, but maybe closer to 30 or 31 by tomorrow morning. And then for your Thanksgiving Day, about 55. We'll go 54 with a few more clouds on Friday. 51 cooler there on Saturday, but a nice day. Chilly rain showers on Sunday at 47, then much colder for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week as we get ready to close out the month of November. And we're back with more News 40 at 10 right after this.
Feels good to be home.
This Wednesday, Black Friday deals start early at Ashley. Get 30% off store-wide or get 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase and no down payment. This Wednesday, 10 a.m. to midnight, shop Black Friday deals at your local Ashley Furniture store.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
The UPS store on Scottsville Road supports small businesses from start to finish to marketing projects of all sizes. We can help grow your small business. Call us today to discuss your printing needs. The UPS store on Scottsville Road, your local printing solution.
Mike's credit score isn't something to write home about. But here he is, fists pumping the sky like the end of an 80s rom-com. You see, Mike just got approved to trade in his car for a better one because Byrider looked at extra factors beyond just credit, like his savings. Now, Mike has the chance to upgrade his car and his credit score. Right now during Byrider's trade-in event. Trade in your vehicle and take advantage of flexible payment options on quality cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Start your day off with Rich Pond Market and Deli. With a wide selection of breakfast favorites and our world-famous tenderloin biscuits, you'll be sure to dig the pig, where the community comes to meet and eat. Rich Pond Market and Deli.
Have you ever been afraid of the dark? Why is that? It's unknown, and we feel unsure. Join us every Sunday on WNKY at 10:30 for Light of the World. The Bible is a lamp that will light our pathway.
Feels good to be home.
This Wednesday, Black Friday deals start early at Ashley. Get 30% off store-wide or get 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase and no down payment. This Wednesday, 10 a.m. to midnight, shop Black Friday deals at your local Ashley Furniture store.
Tis the season for giving, but also the season for taking. And unfortunately, the holidays make it a merry time for scammers, too. You're probably used to a lot of the same safe shopping advice, but in recent years, the scams have taken a new look and have become more high-tech. Noah Pransky shares what you need to know for 2023's shopping scam season.
Avoiding shopping scams used to be so simple. Watch out for pickpocketers. Don't send money online to strangers. If an email looks fake, it probably is. But in 2023, the scams are a lot more sophisticated than you may have realized.
These are organized criminal gangs, often located overseas, who are very savvy at what they do.
John Brio with the National Consumer League has been tracking really convincing websites, product reviews, shipping alerts, all fake. Basically, these aren't the same old Nigerian email scams. Just ask a former Nigerian scammer.
It's getting so sophisticated now. They're becoming smarter every day.
Chris Maxwell, zooming in from the middle of the night in Nigeria, is a reformed scammer now consulting for the site socialcatfish.com. He says scammers aren't just looking for a quick payday these days. They want a gift that keeps on giving, just one of your major passwords, since so many of us reuse them across multiple accounts.
Once you have access to the password, you have access to their social security number, you have access to their driver's license, you have access to their credit cards, you have access to their bank account. Very easy to do a lot of damage with information like that.
So here are 5 quick tips to defend yourself against 2023's most dangerous thieves and hackers. Number 1, don't reuse passwords. I know it's impossible to remember 300 different logins, but at least use different passwords for your bank and email. Consider using a secure password manager to make it all easier. And always use 2-factor authentication for those really important accounts. Number 2, look out for shipping scams. Get an email or text about a delayed delivery? Don't click, don't respond, don't call the number. To avoid a trap, get your updates from the retailer or the shipper's sites. Tip number 3, you may think I'm nuts here, but update your software. About 4 in 10 Americans hammer that remind me later button when prompted to patch up vulnerabilities, and it's music to hackers' ears. Well, this is me, reminding you later. Update your phone and your software. Tip number 4, pay with a credit card. They have much better protections than most of the new digital payments scammers prefer.
Bitcoin, gift card, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle.
If they ask you to pay a risky way, run away.
You pay the safest way. That's with a credit card for most people.
And tip number 5, beware of really convincing online websites you've never heard of. Even Black Friday deals have their limits.
Listen to your gut. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is.
With any luck, your vigilance will ensure some happy holidays. At least until those credit card bills roll in come January.
When we come back, Maxwell Trink is in with a look at your sports.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time. Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
At Horizon Pace, I have one doctor, not 4 or 5. And if I need to talk to that doctor and he's not with another patient, he'll come and talk to me. Everything's going real good. I come off of about 19 pills down to 7 now, and I love it. I wouldn't do without it right now.
Horizon Pace is the face of your healthcare. Contact us for more information.
Established in 1973, the Stuart Ritchie Service Group is your local one-call solution. Stuart Ritchie's service group of trained technicians offers HVAC, plumbing, electrical, refrigeration, and fire protection. Commercial, industrial, and residential, Stuart Ritchie is prepared to help with emergencies and necessary repairs or maintenance. We provide high-quality service and are available 24/7 in order to keep you up and running. Call the Stuart Ritchie Service Group, your one-call solution.
Person, place, or thing.
It's not Las Vegas, Atlantic City.
Play along with a chance to win from home on WNKY NBC 40. Start your weekend off right with WNKY News 40 Sunrise. Feel Good Friday showcases stories that are sure to put a smile on your face. Feel Good Friday, brought to you by J.C. Kirby & Son.
Shop Black Friday deals at Fireline Guns and Knives. Tacticam Reveal. Special in-store pricing. Gator Waders $48.99. Athlon Package Scope and Rangefinder on sale. Plus 30% off all of your favorites. Fireline Guns and Knives in Glasgow.
Welcome into Sports. Warren Central's basketball programs are getting ready for the new season. Lady Dragons, well, they finished at the bottom of the district last season with a 5-25 record. After falling to Bowling Green in the district tournament, the team comes into the year plenty more experienced. Head coach Anthony Hickey spoke on how important the leadership of his seniors on the team will be in the new year.
Definitely those going to be our leaders because we got to rely on them. They got the most minutes under the belt, but at the same time, we got a couple of young kids, Hannah Bailey, got a newcomer in Myra Mayberry, and just some young kids in general that we're going to rely on. The time is now.
And the Warren Central boys team is coming off a year where they not only won the district and the region, but the Dragons were state champions. Many members are returning from last year's team, including WKU basketball commit Kate Unseld. Head coach William Unseld spoke on how the winning culture from last year will continue throughout this season.
And that's the standard around here. You know, we don't take shortcuts. We're going to get out there. We're going to push them hard. And it's a daily thing.
Just that chemistry, you know, getting practice time in, working together, having fun, just getting better off of each other, seeing each other, being happy to see each other win and stuff like that. Just making it, you know, trying to make it back to run. You know, people think we're down this year, so just us getting better every day.
Well, to the softball field now as WKU officially released their 2024 schedule. The regular season slate starts in Florida as the team will play Lead-Off Classic. The Tops will face off against Missouri State, Iowa, Army, NC State, and Kansas. The team's first home game will be on February 23rd against Detroit Mercy. WKU will open conference play this year on the road against New Mexico State. WKU football is set to close out their regular season this weekend on the road against FIU and Miami. The Tops coming off a hard-fought win against Sam Houston, but now they're officially bowl eligible. The defense was stellar in the team's last game, and defensive coordinator Tyson Summers was happy to see it.
Thought our guys played well, thought we played hard. Again, we continue to kind of stack up weeks of good practices. And, you know, I think you continue just to see the incremental improvement that we want to try to be able to have. Our guys played well together on the sideline, and we're fortunate enough to find a way to win.
And finally, a big bluegrass rivalry is being renewed this weekend as Louisville and Kentucky are set to square off in football, while the Cards are ACC championship bound. The Cats, well, they've struggled this season, posting a 6-5 record overall, 3-5 record in SEC play. Head coach Mark Stoops knows the importance of not only this game for the state, but for his team as they wrap up the regular season.
You know, nobody's defeated in our facility, that's for sure. Disappointed with that game. That comes from investing so much, but far from defeated. And our team will, you know, show the resolve that we've always had, and come back this week and try to put together a great week. And the bottom line is go execute a little better.
And in case you were wondering about those Thanksgiving football games, you can watch Washington Commanders play against the Dallas Cowboys 3:30 tomorrow on CBS 40. And the 49ers are visiting Seattle for Turkey Day, facing the Seattle Seahawks at 7:20 p.m. tomorrow on NBC 40. That's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
All across America, it's Black Friday. But at your local Ford dealer, it's more like Bright Friday, thanks to big savings on vehicles that will brighten your holidays, like Ford F-150, Explorer, Expedition, and Bronco Sport. There's new inventory arriving daily, and now big bonus cash on top of current offers. Hurry, Ford's Bright Friday event ends November 30th. Brighten up your holidays in a new F-150 with 2.9% financing for 72 months during the Ford Bright Friday sales event.
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your family will be comfortable year-round with exclusive Energy Smart technology. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com. Because life is too precious to be put on hold.
For more than a decade, Morgan's Fresh Cut Trees has been supplying your family with trees, wreaths, and everything in between. Come find the perfect tree for your family. Morgan's Fresh Cut Trees, located next to the Lost River Cave gift shop.
Black Friday deals are at Rural King. Huge savings now through Sunday, November 26th. Grab the hottest toys of the season at 30% off. Save $10 on Ariat hoodies for men and women. Your choice, $34.95. And take $2 off Tide Simply Clean and Fresh liquid laundry detergent. Now $6.99. Load up on Black Friday deals before they're gone at your neighborhood Rural King or ruralking.com, America's farm and home store.
If you like traditional country music with a soulful bluegrass flair,
then tune in this week to catch me, Sydney Adams, on Marquee Backstage.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
The savings are huge during the Black Friday sale now at Ford's Furniture. Save 20% off your entire purchase and take advantage of up to 72 months no-interest financing. But hurry, this sale ends Sunday at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
Well, Chris, we're about an hour and a half away from Thanksgiving. What can people expect heading into Turkey Day tomorrow?
You're counting down the minutes and
It's
seconds.
like New Year's or Christmas.
It's like, woo, yeah.
Hey, you're counting down too. You want your nap after the food tomorrow.
Oh, man. Making me hungry already. 55, a beautiful day tomorrow. 54 on Friday. A few more clouds. The rest of the weekend looks good, except Sunday we'll see a few showers. Then it's going to turn colder.
You guys watching the parade?
Oh, yeah. Definitely check out Ed Johnson in the parade, the Hart County Band Director.
For sure.
So, yeah. Well, that's tonight's edition of News 40 at 10. See you tomorrow.